This is the final one for my Euros predictions. So this is like the personal awards and something that you probably should look out for this tournament. So first one is top goal scorer. So there's many actually candidates for me for this. Is like you have Kane, you have Ronaldo, you have Lewandowski, you have Immobile, you have Griezmann. But I think I actually think Lewandowski will do well because of the group that he's in. I don't think that group is really strong, and I think he will get a lot of goals from that, but I don't think he'll be the top goal scorer. I think he'll be up there though. I think the way England play, I think that might be a bit too defensive, so I don't think Kane will be the top goal scorer, but he was the top goal scorer last time they did play a back five. So I could be wrong on that one. I actually like the way Italy play. I think Immobile has a good chance, and obviously Griezmann has a great chance um, at France, and Ronaldo does as well. But I think for me, it's between Immobile and Griezmann. I think I'm gonna go with Immobile. I think he's a really good finisher of the ball, and I think Italy have a good squad, and I think he'll do well this. But I wouldn't count out the others, especially Kane after the seasons he's had. So the next one's like top assister, like best playmaker pretty much. So I got Fernandez, Giroud, Foden, and Kimmich. So Fernandez, obviously, with like the front two that he has up front with like Jota, Ronaldo, João Felix, all them, he's gonna get assists, and the season he's had is obviously gonna do very well. So I think he'll be up there. I think I think he'll start after Benzema's injury. I think if it is as serious as it looked. I think Giroud, he's obviously the decoy. He'll pass off to Griezmann, Mbappe, Dembele, Coleman, whoever plays. So he's like the decoy. So I think you get a lot of assists from that. And I think Foden, obviously with Harry Kane on the pitch, who can finish the ball, I think you get a lot of assists. And I think you get a couple of goals himself. I think Kimmich as well. It's kind of interesting when he's a CDM, but he's a very good attacking wise, and I think the ball over the top for Germany is going to be probably going to be their main source of attack. Obviously, with like Werner, Sané, Havertz, Gnabry, all those running behind. So I think he'll get a couple of assists. But I think to me, it's between Fernandez and Giroud. I think Giroud will get it if he. No, actually, sorry. I think Fernandez will get it because I think Fernandez will start every game, but with Giroud, I don't think he'll start every game. So we'll see, because I think Fernandez has like the better strikers than um the rest. But obviously, except for Giroud, I think Giroud won't start every game. So the next one is best young player, so under 25. So I got Foden, Havertz, Mbappe, and João Felix. I think Foden obviously won Young Player of the Year this season. He's had a good season. He's doing very well. He's maturing well. He's getting it better and better. I think Havertz, after the Champions League final, I think he'd be on a high and he'd be looking to prove himself in the Germany squad, who's actually a very good squad. I think Mbappe, obviously, he's one of the best players in the world at the moment, so he'd obviously be looking to be the best. And João Felix, I think, with Ronaldo beside him, I think he'll do very, very well. I think, I don't know, I think in Atletico they play too defensively, so I don't think they get his full capabilities from that. But we'll see. But I think the player will get it. It's between Foden and Felix and maybe Havertz for me. I think Mbappe would be there for the best player of the year, to be honest. I don't know. I think I'll go with Foden, but I wouldn't count out Kai Havertz. I think João Felix, I don't know if he'll start every game because he has Jota as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Foden, but don't count out Kai Havertz. And next one is not an award, but one that I just made up is a player that might surprise you, that might like do well that nobody expected to. First one's Hazard. Like, I really do like him as a player. I really do. He's had a bad season He's had a bad couple of seasons since he left Chelsea, and he hasn't like really gotten a long stint, and obviously injuries didn't help. But I think this is a tournament that he really needs to kickstart his career again. I think this is it's a big opportunity for him, and I really hope he takes it because I really like him as a player, and he's really good. I think another one, Sakaria. He's obviously a player come up from Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think he's quite good CDM. He's strong. He's a good passer with the ball, so I think he might be one to surprise you. Pickford actually as well. Since what's his name, Nick Pope's out of the running, I think he'll be the starting goalkeeper for pretty much every game, and I think he'll do well. Cause I think something about him in England, they just do well together. I don't know why, but I think he'll do well. Another one is Muller. Now I know you're gonna say it's not a surprise, but Muller is a good player. Muller's had a good season as well, and I think a lot of people are overlooking the Germans because I think Portugal and France are too strong. I was one of them. I don't think Germany come first or second in their group, but I think Muller will do quite well in this Germany squad. Actually being recalled up after a few years out of the squad, but I think that he might be one to surprise everyone. Another one is the Golden Glove, so like most clean sheets, all that. So I got Lloris, Neuer, Patricio, and Courtois. I think Lloris, to me, Lloris is the favourite, obviously, with that French team, the defence and all that. And I think he'll do quite well. I think another one who will do well is Neuer. I think Neuer is a very good goalkeeper, and obviously, like Germany have a good defense now. I think they tightened it up, bringing back Matt Hummels. So, yeah. But I think Patrice and Courtois will do well as well. So the big one obviously is player of the tournament. I got four. So we got Kante, Mbappe, Ronaldo, and Foden. Yeah. So obviously Kante's had an had a good end to the season for Chelsea. I think he'll do really well in this French squad, especially with Pogba beside him. Mbappe is unreal. Like he'll be looking to prove himself even more, and obviously wanted to win the Euros. Ronaldo, I think with Bruno Fernandes, and like João Felix and Jota, I think he'll do really well, and I think he'll score a lot of goals and get a lot of assists. So I think he'll be one of them. Foden's an outsider one, so cause like Foden's been unbelievable, so I think he's gonna be there around it. So for me, it's between Kante and Mbappe. I'm gonna go with Mbappe. I think Mbappe will do everything he can to win the the Euros, and I think he's the next best player in the world. But we'll see. Yeah, so I'm just excited for the match tomorrow, Italy against Turkey, I think. So yeah, I'll do a couple of like reactions to a couple of games. So see you then.